Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I wanted to talk a little bit about inner courage and inner strength and what you do every day to consistently, courageously hold on to the choice, to the decision, to the ability to walk, whether your path is clear or yet still cloudy, but with blind faith down your path toward your destiny. Because it takes an awful lot of strength and courage that sometimes we don't really get recognized for. Because every choice that we make, it's a courageous battle, and it is a wondrous event that happens within us where we gather the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom, the enlightenment that we need. We cross our T's and dot our I's and set up our clear intentions and our positive mannerism and move in that direction. Even though the outside world, right, or even parts of our own ego that still need to be reformed could be fighting us every step of the way. It does happen, I know. I've seen it way too many times. I mean, I've also understood that yes, it is easier to migrate through your life when you're used to, relying on your inner courage or your inner strength or your knowledge and your inner wisdom. That when you look inside, that it's not an empty shell that you see, but it's a vast universe, and it's all yours. And it's your inner workings, right from your body functions to your mind wavelengths and reach and how much energy that you are emitting, right? Because we all emit energy. We are all born of energy, right? When we migrated to Earth, we came here as a form of positive energy, loving positive energy, light beings. When we come into a body, our light essence is condensed into our soul, which is our direct link to the divine, to the creator, our spirit team, the angels, the masters, the ranks, because there are ranks, right? And this way, you get clear messages and encouragement and guidance, right? I've always received that. But then again, I've not really found anyone like me in my life. And I've been looking far and wide. But that doesn't mean that people don't exist that hold the same energy that I do, because I know that they're there. My spirit team is showing me that my strength and my courageousness has not gone unseen, and that every movement that I've made in the manner of a decision or a choice or a mindset, a position in life, that it's all pretty much been forward moving. Even when I was in the darkness and I chose to create my own reality, I wasn't quiet and stuck like a wallflower there. I made friends there. And it may seem like strange, right? But we embody both the dark and the light, right? The yin and the yang, if you will, where, see, a long time ago we were told, right? At least I was told you had a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. Well, that's the dark and the light. And we are in the middle. We are balanced between. And it takes a lot of courage and a lot of inner strength to stay balanced, because it's easy. Society, unfortunately, made it that way. One of those little traps, right? It's a test, if you will, to see if you're going to fall bait or if you're going to acknowledge and you're going to find another way, a better way, a way that resonates more with your direction, your desires, and your inner compass, right? Not everyone was meant to walk through the fire. Some were meant to take the long road around to see exactly what life has to offer. And some decided that it wasn't in their position to venture out, but maybe waking up now, which is awesome. And with that said, it'll take an awful lot of inner strength and a lot of inner structure, wisdom, clarity, knowledge, to be able to hold on to your courageousness and your strength so that you can continue your destiny no matter what may befall you or enter your pathway. Because if life was meant to easily achieve all the lessons and the values, then this would be a far different place. But look around you. It isn't. It's actually a far worse place. Because, yes, there are a lot that are waking up and becoming aware and are looking to do better, and not just for themselves, but for others. And they may be getting beat up along the way because of their perseverance and determination. And then there are some that don't yet realize the roles that they were meant to play, or the true strength or courageousness or even character, because all of this is tied neatly into your character. And some people doubt their abilities, which means that they doubt their character. But I'm here to remind you that no matter what timeline you're in, wherever you may find yourself on the road of ascension, awareness, spirituality, whether you're at the brink of the door that leads us to the passageway, right? To everything pure and good. Or we're venturing, leaving the security and the comfort, no matter how scary or suppressing it may be, of the matrix, to wander into a new way of life, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. And that too takes a lot of courageousness. And I want to applaud every single one, because I know I've been practicing, using, relying on, increasing, enforcing my inner courage and my inner structure. And I push myself every single day. And I push myself in a multitude of ways, because I know that I have depth and I have substance, and that there's so much of me to give. And I don't want to leave one part of me behind. And I am very happy to say that I am well on my way. My heart is where my motion is. My movement is within my heart space, leading me all the way. Sounds a little corny, but it's actually pretty true. The highest vibration that you can hold is love. And when you hold self-love and you rely on your courageousness and your strength, then you will soon see that you are very tall and very stable, and that you'll be able to rely on your clarity, your wisdom, and your knowledge, and trust it, because it doesn't let you down. It doesn't bring you backwards. But if you need help along your route, reach out, because I'm always here. Love and light, my lovely friends. Strength and courage. Bless you.